Hi, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, Pajama Grandma, in my pajamas, of course. And I just wanted to take a minute to thank you for filling out the application and just telling you a little bit about me and my background and why I am so passionate about helping people to kill the chronic pain in their life and actually take back their life. You know, people ask me all the time, well, Sharon, why do you care that other people have chronic pain? Why do you care whether they're living the life they deserve or just surviving or not? And I will say, because I am one of those secret people that have had chronic pain and chronic illness for 37 years. I became really ill when I was in my early 20s. Actually, I was about 20, 21 years old, and I was working in Valley, Nebraska with my sister for the summer, and somehow I just got sick and ended up in the hospital in Omaha, Nebraska, you know, a couple of states away from my family, and I had no idea what was going on with me. Now, back when this happened, this is back in the 80s, I know, a long time ago, and the early 80s, when there was no internet, there was no access to the information that we have today. So you just had to depend on what the doctors and specialists told you, and I grew up believing that they were going to fix me and they were going to help me. And so I'm alone, I'm scared, my sister's working second shift, so she and my friends would drive to Omaha and visit me during the day, but for the most part, it was a weird, scary experience. And little did I know it was just the beginning of what was going to be a really bad experience for several years that led to a whole lot of interesting things over the last 37 years. But as much as I've experienced, up to including death, because I had a sudden cardiac arrest a few years back, my life has been awesome. And that is not because of anything that the doctors and the medical profession and the medical industry has done for me, with the exception of my sudden cardiac arrest. If it weren't for them and the modern interventions that are available now, I would not be here talking to you today. But the real kicker for me was when my children and my son-in-law and my mother-in-law and my sister and my mom and other people started to be dramatically impacted by chronic pain. And every single one of us has a different story, which is so like all of us with chronic pain. Although some of us have similar stories, there's 1.5 billion of us, so some of us have commonalities, but a lot of us, each of our stories and each of our experience is so vastly different. And there's no mechanism in the world yet for dealing with our differences and helping us to figure out what's going on with us individually for chronic pain and solving that for us. So I have been driven to find a solution, to find a system, and I did it on myself first, and then I've done it on my sister and my mom and my kids and a lot of other people, but there's still no answers for people out there. If you have chronic pain, it's just treated as an aside issue. The symptoms are treated, but the root cause of the chronic pain is never addressed. And until you address what's really causing the pain, you're never going to get to the solution. You're never going to get to the point where you can live the life that you deserve to be living. We all deserve to be here experiencing life as only we uniquely can, and it doesn't have to include chronic pain. Now, the doctors and the experts in the pharmaceutical industry and a lot of your friends and relatives will tell you that you have to, that your life has to suck because you have chronic pain. And I am here to tell you, your life does not have to suck just because you have chronic pain. I have chronic pain, I do a lot of stuff in my pajamas, but guess what? I still am living an awesome life, and I want that for you too. So thank you for completing the application. We'll be getting back to you as soon as possible. My team will, not me, probably. But in the interim, I invite you to go ahead and start doing the free Painkillers 30-Day Challenge. I guarantee that if you do that, if you go through that, that will make a dramatic impact on the amount of pain that you're experiencing. And it's a first step, because we all have to do something. We all have to take back our lives, and that starts with deciding that we're going to. Make it an awesome day, and I will see you soon. Bye.